Yo, what up, my people? I hope y'all doing wonderful. I hope you guys are doing great. Um, right now I'm getting out of uh, from work. It's to be exact with you guys, 7:24 in the afternoon, and as you see outside, this is what I love about Georgia when they change. When we spring forward to spring and summer because it'll be 8 o'clock at night and it's still like I love it. It's sunny out, you know. It's sunny out. So sorry, I had to. Anyways, I wanted to make this episode about a thought that came to my head, and it wasn't only a thought. It was more of something that I went through earlier. You know, earlier as in like these past few weeks, and I'm not one to really talk about it when I'm going through it. I'm more I'm more of a strategic type when it comes to um like a tough situation. That's why I wanted to name this episode "Hard Times." Um, I feel like a lot of people always say they're cut from a different cloth and whatnot, and they're different. And I feel like we are all different in a way, but my mind works a lot different when it comes to I, I'm going through a hard time and I'm actually you know like facing the struggle, and and for me my bad, I'm trying to fix it. And for me, when I'm going through a hard time, the way my mind works is I look at it like there's an opportunity. you know and I didn't always look at it like that. you know I eventually grew into this position to be like that, and to not only be like that but also think like that, because it takes a lot. you know when I'm having a great time, when everything is going good in my life, what I'm saying, everything is going awesome, me personally, that's when I get worried the most, when things are going smooth, because with every up there's a down. you know and we all experience it. you know I love what I do when it comes to screen printing. You know, it doesn't matter how much you love what you do. You could be a rapper, you could be whatever, you could be living a dream, you know, but you're not always gonna wake up on the better side of cheer and everything is roses in life, because we go through emotions, and so you're not always going to wake up with that state of mind where you're like always cheery, unless you're on Adderall or some. I'm not gonna bash nobody about it. I'm just saying, unless you're on some type of medication. But if it's like, even if you are on that, you always go through downs. And I heard uh I heard today a pretty interesting quote about where it was in the Joe Button podcast. I love listening to his podcast. It's one of my favorites. Um, and I look at him like a leader in the industry. I feel like Joe Button was heavily criticized as a rapper, and maybe I had a bad deal, But I've heard his albums, and he's actually like pretty dope, you know. But anyways, he said a quote today that I loved, and it stuck with me, man. You know, and he said, Some people view winning as the opposite of losing, but winning, but losing is just a, it's part of the process of winning, and that's true, and that goes for the message of today, hard times. when you're going through hard times, there is an opportunity there. You know, most people put their head down and and they, you know, I don't know. I'm not here to bash nobody, but we all built different. Some people dwell on it. Some people, you know, cry about it, or there's people who's done things like lose their life, like take away their own life. You know what I'm saying? Because of hard times. And there's I know you guys heard this plenty of times. There's beauty in the struggle. When you go through something really difficult, it's hard, you know. Like I told you, like I wanted to make this episode hard times, with that thought process behind, you know, my mind of, what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to put that together. Anyways, I just want you guys to understand that when it comes to going through hard times, it's meant for you to go through those hard times. There's a beautiful quote. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that right there. I don't know if you guys can see that in the background. You see now it's starting to get like a little darker. You know what I'm saying? Sunset. I don't know if y'all see it, but anyways, going back to what I was saying. My bad, guys. If I talk and I seem a little off, because I really shouldn't be recording and um and driving, but that's why I wear the sunglasses, because it looks like I'm looking at you guys, but I'm also paying attention. So I also try to. So if I freeze and say something and jump all over the place, it's because of that. But anyways, going back to what I was saying. Um, that quote that Joe Button said, it stuck with me because it's true. Losing is not the opposite of winning. Losing is part of the process to win, and that's true. Because I don't know how you guys view the problem. You know what I'm saying? And I said this in my early episodes. If you have been a listener, you've heard me say it before. You know, and I'm saying it because like I recently went through something, and it was tough on me. And the way my mind works, like I said in the last episodes, is I'm not that type that'll sit there and start freaking out, start getting scared, start like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh my God. No, that's not me. And I'm not here to knock nobody that does that. If everybody, each his own. Everybody has their own mentality and their own, cope mechanisms, and that's, hey, cada quien, look at that. Look at that's a biker club. You see that? Look at that. That's Georgia. They're deep too. Look at that. Look at that. You see it? Look at that. Special appearance on my podcast. You see the opportunities when we get out of hard times? Look, I got a perfect opportunity to show you guys too. Damn, they're deep. It's like a good 20, not, yeah, like a good 20, 30 of them. Shoot. They don't know the blessing they just had of being on my podcast. But anyways, hard times. Yes, we go through them. Um, like I said, this episode, I wanted to inspire it. I wanted to be inspired and be inspired, by what I was going through. And I'm not one who was gonna I'm gonna put my business out there like that. Certain things, yeah, but it's just another battle, man. To be honest with you, bro, to wrap this whole thing up and to be completely honest with you guys, it's just a battle. Every single day is a battle. Every single day is a battle to fight. Every single day is a battle to wake up. Do you know what's the first battle that you have every single morning? I tell you, the first battle that you have every single morning, we all have this battle, is getting up and waking up from that bed. Actually waking up and saying, not waking up and opening your eyes, You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, literally being like, damn, it's 4 o'clock. I don't want to get up. But you got up. You know what? That was your first victory. And I just wanted to put that out there. This is my message to you guys. Um, if you're going through hard times, please keep your head up, and don't give up on life. I'm gonna have to pause this because my daughter is blowing up my phone. I'm literally picking up from work right now. Excuse me, guys. My bad, guys. And look, you see the whole club. Look at the motorcycle club. They're deep. My bad. I'm on my way to. You see, I'm on my way to pick up my daughter from my oldest from work. She works. Um, I'm not gonna tell where she works, but yeah. So I'm literally about to pick her up right now. She's about to hop in the car, and she does not know that she's about to be on the podcast. Um, but anyways, speed bumps, hard times. Like I was telling you guys. To wrap it up, with everything I'm saying is like every single day is a battle. It's in the Bible. I don't know what verse. If somebody could comment this on the comment that on the on YouTube. Every day on earth is war, and I don't know how y'all live your life. I feel like Brentwood has shaped me up to have like a militant type of state of mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I view life. You know, my daughter doesn't even know she's about to be in the podcast. I probably won't put her on camera because she don't want to be on camera. But what's up, girl?
Hey.
You alright?
Yeah.
I'm recording an episode for my podcast.
I know. I see.
Yeah. I figure I don't put you on camera.
Yeah.
Nah, I won't. But you so happen to be part of it, and I actually gotta release this episode. And it'll be dope too, cause I actually gotta ask you a question.
Okay.
How do you view hard times? like let's say I don't know what you consider a hard time. Like all right, like a difficulty in your life, something serious where you what's your thought process? What happens while that's happening?
During that time, it's hard, but there's this one saying that Dolly Parton says, without the storm, there's never going to be a rainbow. So I just see like hard times are going to pass and there's going to be a rainbow at the end. And without the difficult times, you're never going to know what true happiness is.
Who's that quote that you said? What's her name?
Dolly Parton.
Who's that?
She's a famous singer. She sang and I Will Always Love You. And then 9 to 5, country singer.
Damn.
She's with big hair.
I hope I don't get bashed for this. I be getting bashed for a lot of stuff, like a lot of singers. But I've always said it in my podcast repeatedly to you guys. Like, we grew up as Christians, so we really didn't have much like options when it came to. There was only one movie my parents would let me see, and that's because they liked it. And she knows what it is. Which one is it?
Scarface.
Exactly. Like, out of all the movies, y'all were okay with me watching Scarface. But anyways, okay, so you said a quote about what's your thought process when you go through something tough? Like, how do you break down? How do you look at the problem?
Well, it depends, because sometimes it hits me right away, sometimes it doesn't. It'll hit me a little bit later.
Okay.
And then I'll feel stressed out about it, obviously, but I don't know. I just feel like if I don't get through it, then I'm just gonna be stuck there. So I might as well just push through and get it done and over with.
True. No, I feel you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like when that happens, you get excited towards going through your next difficulty, or do you just want to settle and enjoy the rainbow?
Honestly, I don't really care because at the end of the day, without struggles, you're not gonna learn. And I feel like that's what life is really about, just learning lessons, taking in, and yeah. So, through problems or without problems, life is life. Push through it. Basically, that's it.
Well, I'm surprised you had, out of all of the answers that you gave me today, there was one that I thought it was going to be the first one. Um, well, yeah. I mean, because I know that y'all don't know this, man, but no, I did say in the podcast before, she's a wonderful singer. You know, she has a voice. You know what I'm saying? And if are you okay with if I share them a clip or something?
That's fine.
Um, but yeah, she's dope. So, do you still use writing music as one of your coping mechanisms? Because for me personally, it helped me. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
You know,
definitely. Um,
you still write?
I still write, but lately, my biggest inspiration, has been from my literature class, Tuesdays with Morrie, because I feel like
Yeah,
that is such like a
that's a book. Is that is
touching
that, is that
book.
like a book, famous book?
Yeah, it's really famous. Like Morrie, he was even famous before the book came out because he was a professor at a college, and then he went on a talk show, and they spoke about how he was dying and um, how he felt about it, and then his old student Mitch met up with him,
Mm.
and Morrie started teaching Mitch about his life lessons and how to how he's just not afraid of death. And I feel like that's really powerful because even like me, like I'm scared of death, but um slowly, little by little, I'm starting to understand why Morrie wasn't afraid of it and why um he was saying what he was saying.
And you also you wrote something to that, right?
I did. I wrote
You created a
Let
song.
Me.
What is what's can you explain what Let Me is?
Let Me. Okay, so it was during Valentine's Day, and um, we were up to the part where Maury had found out he had been diagnosed with ALS, which is basically when your nerves start to shut down in your body,
Mm.
and once it takes over like vital organs, you die. And there was no cure for it. So when him and his wife found out, they were just like distraught, and like I was just imagining how him and his wife must have felt because they were in a marriage for a long time. Obviously it's gonna be hard losing somebody that you love, so I was just thinking about Maury. um and there's like little lyrics in there that connect with the book, like Maury had a windowsill, so the first lyric to the song is by the windowsill. And then um so for now, let me teach you about life and stuff like that. That's because Maury was teaching obviously people about life. And then I was just thinking about how his wife must have felt, like wanting to hold him for the moments and just wanting to keep those memories. And yeah,
So you created like a perspective of what she was
she and Maury
probably
must have
felt.
felt, yeah, the
Wow.
relationship in general.
Is that
Yeah.
Would you say Let Me?
Yeah,
Well,
let
you know
me.
what? That's gonna be the song that I'm gonna share. Um, and it's crazy because I kind of found out through a screenshot of my girl sent it to me because I guess one of your teachers shared it, right?
Yeah.
You must have sent the vocals to them. Yo, she's dope. Look, I ain't going. Yo, she writes her own melodies. She's fire. Um, Me as a musician, I'm a big, you know me, I love music. So the only thing I added to her little touch of style was ad-libs and the background vocals because I'm really big in that, you know. And she kills it every single time. So I'm gonna share that song. I'm actually about to pull up to the house right now. I just want to thank Adriana for being on without being invited.
Yeah.
I kind of just put you on the spot, but I'm sorry. It's just that I want to release a lot of episodes. Anyways, thank you guys. This is episode number 29, Hard Times, featuring my daughter Adriana. Big shout out to her, aka Nana. And I'm definitely gonna release the clip that she's talking about. So y'all be safe. God bless y'all. Be out. Be out. Be easy.